I'm gonna be around my vegetables. I'm gonna chow down my vegetables. I love you most of all, my favorite vegetable.
Today we're going to boil some eggs. You really don't hard boil eggs, you boil them, and I'm going to show you a method that I was taught recently, and so we'll try it and see how it works. The first thing you have to know about boiling eggs is you want to not have fresh eggs. It takes eggs a few days to form a little air pocket in the blunt side of the eggshell inside, and that's important to making boiled eggs. So here's the way I like to use a ladle, so I can carry 4 eggs at a time and gently settle them down to the bottom so that they don't fall to the bottom and get cracked. Okay, you can see that we're just starting to come to a slow boil there, and that's where we start. So we're going to set the old timer for 10 minutes, and there she goes. We'll set that down. And we're going to adjust the boiling so that it doesn't really boil hard. You don't want that. You want to have a very gentle simmer for 10 minutes. So let's let that happen. Okay, you can see we're coming down to the end of 10 minutes. And as the old clock ticks down, you can see that the water is very gently boiling. So when the old timer goes off, then we'll start taking the eggs from the hot water and putting it in the ice water. Now this time we're not going to probably get 4 eggs per shot. We'll be lucky if we get 3. But into the cold water they go. And we do this because it makes them much easier to peel. And you'll notice this guy here, we dropped him a little bit too hard and he cracked and got boiled, and so now he's oozing a little bit. Okay, the trick now is to leave them in the ice water until they're cool enough to hold, and then we'll show you what we do next. Break the end there, let them sit for a while. Get that cold water going throughout the entire egg. And then we can take the egg out and very gently crush it along the sides so that now you can see it very easily peels. And of course I'm going to save these eggshells and give them to my ever-hungry worms, or I may give them to my tomato plants, because tomato plants like eggshells. They got lots of calcium. So there you have a beautiful, perfect egg. I'm going to rinse it off, because right now I'm not going to be using any eggs. I was doing this for demonstration purposes. I'll put it into some pickles that I just finished off, and the eggs can sit in the pickle juice and become pickled eggs. And the rest of them I'll put here, let them dry off, and then put them in the egg carton and back into the refrigerator so that we can have them for later on. And one more, we've taken an egg and we cracked the end of it so that it would be saturated with cold water between the membrane. And there you can see where the air pocket was on the blunt end. And now you can also see how easily the shells are coming off. And there we have another beautiful egg that I think I'm going to slice this one, so I'm going to save it. Rinse it off. You don't get any of those little eggshell pieces. These guys go to the worms. And I do think that it's worth the investment to get one of these egg slicers. You can slice them either direction, but when you do this, the thing that's kind of cool about it is you can then kind of spread them out like that, and it goes for a very nice presentation. Put a little bit of salt on it, and you can set it on top of a salad or whatever else you like to do with it. One more thing that you want to be sure to do is let your water that you boiled the eggs in cool down, and also take the water that you had for the ice water and take it outside and use it. You don't want to waste water. I have my poor old Earth flag, like our Mother Earth, has seen better days, has been abused, is kind of tattered and torn, and this probably is the best reason why we need to malama Mother Earth.
And we